What's going on, my friends? We're getting it done. That's what's going on. Just went into Walmart. Had to pick a few more things. It's going to be like that for a little bit. Pick a few more things here and there because it's been about 4 years more since I've lived in my condo. So we're not having near as much, like nowhere near as much stuff as I had in my condo. My Lord, I had stuff coming out of my ears. It was crazy. Stuff I didn't need. Stuff I never used. But something cool here I wanted to talk about. This is so cool. Sam's Club, if you have a Sam's Club membership, they have that scan and go feature. They've had it for a good while. Probably about 6 or 7 years, to where you can take the items off there and scan them into the app, pay for them, you show them the phone and go out the door. You don't have to wait in line. It's so cool. Walmart has that now, and apparently they've had it for a little while. So I'm setting up my Walmart app. You better believe it, and we'll get my payment on there. I'm not waiting in line at Walmart anymore. You don't have to either. This is so cool. Just get your Walmart app, because the cool thing is I'd use the Walmart app just to find things. Like scan items for pricing, and then you find things, tells you what aisle it goes to. Now you can add them to your cart, pay for them, you show her the phone going out the door. Yeah, done. So cool. You can't beat it. So that's what I'm doing from now on, because I hate waiting in them lines at Walmart. If you've noticed that your Walmarts are all going mostly self-checkout now, tells you what you need to know is that Walmart's cutting down their workforce because of the cost of things. That's the answer to that, folks. Is what it is. But you know, Aldi's has self-check now, which I love. But that's cool. Set up your Walmart app, my friends. Set it up. Alrighty, folks. I tell you, we are about ready to go. Good to go, indeed. I got to order my wall closet armoire. I think what I'm going to do is I've decided I'm going to do a freestanding armoire right here. It's just going to be perfect, and I can move it if I need to move it. But I've got the bedroom with my nightstand type setup. Very cool. Excuse me. I did something kind of different. I don't think I'm going to hit Lowe's. I mean, not Lowe's. I don't think I'm going to hit IKEA. I think I'm going to do something else. But like I say, I've got some lamps coming in from back there. There's some frames on the wall. That's the bedroom. But like I say, we've got the microwave card in. Weatherman stuff again. Right there. So it's pretty cool. This is going to be my oven cart. I've got that. Everything I could need right there on that thing. I'm going to talk about that eventually. Something called a range mate. I think I may have showed it before, but I may have showed it in the last video of it. And it's real cool. Look that up on YouTube. It's called the range mate. The things you can do with that is so cool. So I'll have me an induction cooktop up under here. You know, if I need to bring up something to cook over here, I'll have a liner for the counter to do it with. All my coffee stuff. I'll have everything a normal house would have, but smaller. It's tiny home, folks. I think tiny home. Think of this place as kind of like an RV on land. Think about that. We're not rolling. We're on land. It's real estate. About like that, except it's a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. A little bit wider. But we're getting there. I'm going to get my studio set up here. All that. There's my guitars back there. Y'all see my guitars behind me? Let's back up so. Got me and my guitars set up. Ready to get busy. It feels good to have them all sitting in one place for once. So get ready to work. I got to get started on my music for the year. I'm behind on that. So we're going to get on it, folks. It'll be cool. That it will be. I figure by this weekend, in a few days, I'll be sleeping in the house here. I'm moving in here, so it's going to be pretty cool. I got to go get some groceries for the house. That's what I have to do. It's been getting everything else. Got to get this wardrobe ordered. Clancy's coming over Saturday. We got to get the barn door in, a few things, and we'll get it done. It'll be cool. We're getting it done. What's up? Another day, another dollar, another, I don't know. But we're getting it done. I'm going to spend my first night in the house tonight, a little bit earlier than this weekend. So pray for me and hope a raccoon doesn't wake up with me in bed in the morning. This will be fun. It's always, you build a new house, and especially I'm out in the country, and all the animals I see. I mean, there's cats and gobs of rabbits, dogs, deer, fox, you name it. They're everywhere. So let's just hope I don't wake up in the bed with a raccoon in the morning. So I don't think I will. I think it'll be just fine. I think we built it pretty good here, folks. And I got some things to do today. I got to go by Lowe's and change out my little fabric drawers I got for the. I got a 4 square cubby, and they were 11 inch, and the cubbies are 13, so I got to get the 13 inch. It's hard to describe. I'll have to show you when I put it together. But it's the same as my nightstands. It has those little cubbies, and you put the little cloth drawers in them. Those were a little bit smaller than that, but I'm going to keep them at 11 inch on that because there's not much I put in those. So I'm not worried about that. But it's the other that I want them to be because I'm putting things in there. Just see how creative it gets with having little drawers. And I've already ordered my armoire. I'm doing something. I was going to go for the freestanding, but I've got something I'm going to build. We're going to bolt it to the wall. Pretty good size. It's about 5 feet. And it's going to take me a little bit to get that thing put together, but that'll be all right. It took me a little bit to get this house done. So, you know, it's all in a day's work. We'll get it done. Get back settled and get on routine here. So, but know that once I get done with the house here, I'll be doing some things on the outside, and then we'll sit down and talk about this cost, as I said. But also, you know, this channel is not always about van life and all that. That was the name. So I'm going to, as I said a while back again, I'm going to change the channel name to something more broad, because in time I'm going to get on and just talk about different things and cover different things. It's okay. It doesn't have to be about one topic. It could be about something in the moment you're interested in. If not, the next video that you're interested in. But you know, it's just a place for me to document my travels and do, you know, whatever's going on in my life, things I like to talk about. So, but when I'm going to get that name situated, I think I know what I'm going to call it, and nothing's going to change. It's going to be the same content, same channel. All the past content stays. It's just changing the name. That's all we're doing, and you'll be the first to know. I'm going to post it, and you'll see it. So don't freak out if you see me and it's a different name. It's just that changes the channel name. Happens a fair amount with channels, but I think it would be a little bit easier, so it's not just focused on one thing. Well, folks, I spent my first night in the house. It was pretty cool. Slept pretty good, man. No raccoons in the bed. It's pretty cool. And I took my first shower in the shower, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's a small shower, but it's perfect, man. When that rain bird head coming down, man, and that hot water wakes you up, it's pretty cool. Gets you going in the morning. I like that. So it's pretty cool. I love it. So got still some work to do, man. I got stuff coming in. I got to get my wall closet put in right here. We're going to get the barn door tomorrow, I think. Clancy's coming over, and I think he is. Get the barn door and small stuff, just going to get it done. I got a lot of unpacking to do, a lot of stuff sitting around, so it's pretty cool. We're getting there, man. So I've got a race. I got to hit the road. Got to go up above Greenville, South Carolina, and take a blood sample. So we're getting it done, folks, but it's pretty cool, man. I tell you, it's interesting, man. You sleeping in the first night, sometimes you just don't know how it's going to go when you move into a new house or you build one or something. It's pretty cool. I love it. Pour over, folks. This is how you do it. Water kettle, folks. When I started RVing, I started realizing that pour over was pretty cool. I had Keurigs and used them, and you know, they're all great, but I'm just as happy with pour over. I still, however, might get a drip pot just to have it automatically start coffee in the morning, you know, for at least 24 ounces. What I do with this is I'll fill up this and the water in here and pour it in here, so it's just the right amount so I don't overdo it. And I get this thing just shy of a boil. It doesn't even have to boil. Just shy of it. Doesn't have to go to a boil. Pour it over. You got coffee. It's not too terribly hot. Keep the button up here. Kick it up there. Not too hot. And pour it over. Pour it on over. It works great, folks. You can make this coffee the strength you want. That's the cool thing about it. Keurig has a set strength, and sometimes it's not really all that good. Sometimes it's not that great. Some people like to use these coffee presses. I don't get that, but I guess there's something to it. It was big in the RV van life community. It's not my thing. It really is. Not my thing. But, you know, one day it might be. You never know. I drink decaf, so we're not looking for a strength of caffeine. So, one option would be is quicker is to go around the corner to the convenience store and grab a cup of coffee there. And you know, I do that some mornings. It's all good. It's okay. And I'm not this coffee snob connoisseur. I just like the simplicity of things sometimes. That's all it is. I say do what you're happy with. That's why I said something a long time ago. If you're going to live in a van or an RV, you better figure out what you love and need and what you're willing to take with you in an RV. And know and understand that some things, even in this tiny house, same thing applies. In a tiny house, some things aren't going to fit in here. About living as a minimalist, you need to understand that if you really want it, you better figure a way to fit it in there. That you better figure out. You can put a Keurig in an RV, tiny home, whatever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You can put whatever coffee pot you want. I've seen people like reverting back again to that channel, Trenton Alley. They literally had this huge cappuccino maker thing in their van. I don't know how the hell they did it, but you know, it's crazy. But you know, the things that people will do for their coffee, that's for sure. Got a good cup of coffee, my friends. Second night in here, slept even better. Things are going well. Let's hope it stays that way. That's what I'm hoping. I've got some stuff to do around here. Got to run a load to the dumpsters, the dump for boxes and stuff. My armoire should be here today. At some point, we're going to be putting it up over in the wall. That's going to be an ordeal. My brother was like, we want to come up and look at the place. I'm like, yeah, well, it ain't 100% complete, you know, but come on up. It's all good. Come on up. Gotta get all this clothing put in the armoire, put some frames on the wall. Once I get everything done here how I want it, I've got to work outside. We're going to talk about that. Doing the concrete lip and the underpinning, and I've got to finish my gravel out here. That has to happen. And one thing at a time, folks. Can't do it all at once. That we can't. So let's get our day rocking, shall we? Oh, what's up? Doing well. That's what I'm doing. Just getting everything done. So it looks like my armoire is not going to be until Wednesday, unless one comes Monday and one box comes Wednesday, so I'm not worried about it. Still haven't heard back from the parts on the door. That'll be tomorrow. That's not going to be today. Knew it wasn't going to be over the weekend. I'm okay. I'm not getting mad about that. Listen, I got frustrated with enough with this house running late and hiccups. I'm in this house. I'm okay. It's all good. It'll get done. I ain't worried about it. Meanwhile, I'm just doing other things. It's okay. So right now I'm measuring to do the concrete quickcrete and the underpinning. That's nothing. Less cost than I thought it would be to do. Gonna get that done. I'm gonna actually go today to get 3 or 4 bags of mortar, and I'm gonna get a 2x4 untreated, a 2x6, and a 2x8. Because 2x4 over here where the door they have to get up under the house, 2x6 is down, and I'm doing 2x8 in the back side and over here. So it's gonna change. I thought I needed about 32 deck slats, but I probably need less than that because I was thinking 4, but I measured it and I didn't factor in the concrete lip coming up. So probably about 3 to 3.5 deck slats, or I would say at least 3. So we're only looking at about possibly 18 to 20 deck slats. Because you got to have about 1/4 of an inch between each. And I'll talk about that when we do it. You'll see it. Because I have to underpin the underside. The insurance company is coming to do an inspection on the house, and they'll say something. You know they will. I mean, it's kind of a thing. They don't want stuff crawling up under your house, kind of a risk. You don't want any animals getting up under maybe chewing wires or something like that. So, not that they will. It is Wild Kingdom out here, I'll tell you what. I'm like Grizzly Adams out here with all these damn animals rolling up on me. Minus the beard. I mean, today's Grizzly Adams may not have the beard. Then again, everybody and their grandmama has a beard now, so I don't know if grandmama's got a beard. We might have to worry about that. Anyway, I digress. Other than that, I'm doing well. I think my brother is coming over here in a little bit, wants to come see the place. they're migrating up here, coming all the way about 50 miles up to see it. So it's about 50 miles for them to travel. And we're getting it done, folks. That we are. I tell you, I need to figure out what I'm going to do about my coffee situation. I love my pour over. I'm thinking about doing a drip pot just to pre-make it, but I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff on the counter I don't need. Pour over is great, man. I don't mind it. And the way I drink coffee is I pretty much make my coffee in the morning on my way out. And then I just hit my sip and save and a couple things when I'm out, because I can't make coffee in the car. But I need to think on that. I'm going to look at coffee pots and think what I'm going to do. But right now, I haven't done a big grocery shop for the house. So let's see if we can get that at Aldi's, since I'm at Aldi's. And then it's Sunday. Target and Walmart are insane, and I'm not getting in the middle of that crap. I'm not doing it. I think that's what we're going to do. Not going to rush to it. Went to Lowe's, though. I got 4 bags of concrete mortar. And I got one 2x4x12, one 2x6x12, and one 2x8x12. So I know these are the untreated that I'm going to use to fill with mortar and concrete barrier. What I also got to do, and I forgot to do it, is I got to get a can of clear Flex Seal spray. I'll go get that later. Spray on the bottoms in case there's any crevices, water doesn't come through. I also need to get some flat metal, a plate of metal to over that water pipe, so we can go over that, not concrete over the top of it, and have a gap we can fill and seal with caulk, just to make sure that if they ever, God forbid, have to replace that water line, they don't have to bust up that concrete to do it, because that wouldn't be good. Having to get in there and redo all that. We don't want to do that. They can slip up under it. Perfect. So we're going to get that done. I'm going to get that concrete lip started. So if the insurance guy comes out and he does the inspection, he sees that I'm working on that stuff. So we're going to get it done. Getting it done, folks. Well, folks, things are going well. That's for sure. Had a great day. The weather was beautiful. And I got a few things done here today. My brother and sister-in-law came by to see the house. They loved it. My brother is a little, I was wondering if he'd come in here and nitpick or not like it, or it's cool. I like it. That's all that matters. But they actually like it. It was cool. They were like, I think he thought he was going to come in and go, "What did you do here?" I told him what I was doing. I think he was like, "How's this going to turn out?" It shocked him. I really do think it did. It shocked him big time. It was pretty cool. It was giving me some good ideas, and some of the stuff I already knew I was going to do. But if you notice my lapel mic, I've used this before. I need to start using it more because it will help on my audio. Because I can walk away from the camera, and you'll hear me better. And it's just, I think it's so much better. And I think it isolates the sound. It has a little noise gate in it too that kind of helps isolate it. Not so echoey in your surroundings. I guess it also depends on where you're at. But like I said on the last segment, that not all the parts for my door, the armoire's not coming in, all of it, till Wednesday. Listen, I'm not mad. I said it before. Listen, I got 2 frustrated things getting in this house, and I'm in here. It's all that matters. I love it. And the last few nights, it's been great. Sleeping in here, it's been quiet. Going well. I'll show more video on it, but I started today one of the concrete lips between the piers. I did verse 1 on this side of the house. I want to do the one where the hill's coming down first. I want to see what it will do before it rains ever. I want to make sure that, it's deflecting water. Then I'll know we're going to get those French drains, and I know exactly how I need to strategically put those catch basins for that. I'm going to put it in front of each pier, so it's centered to where it can proportionally, or I don't know if that's the right way of putting it, where it's put in the right places where it can catch all that water in different directions. And I can put angled little tiny swells towards it and let the water catch it. Let it catch the water, my bad. So get that versed. And I realized that I didn't go up to 10 inches. I'm doing 8 on 3 of the piers, 3 of the openings of this side. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing 4-inch around the house because I look how big that is. And really, there's no water getting under the house too much over here. It runs a little, it gets a little moist, but the 4-inch will reassure that it's going to deflect back because everything goes that direction after a while. So once I underpin and get everything covered with these deck boards, I think it'll look kind of cool. So. But other than that, I'll show more video on that as we're doing that later. But you may be able to see behind me, I put some frames on the wall. In fact, I don't think I showed you some of this stuff. This is kind of cool. You might like this. My mom, till after she died, there was a big box of photos and all this stuff. In fact, my dad never even saw it. I guess it was about a year or two after my mom died. Maybe I would say it's about a year, maybe. Dad goes, "You ain't gonna believe what's in this box. You need to come see this stuff. I've never seen this before. How the box moved around with us all these years, and I never saw this." My mom, all these years, mind you, my mom was a school teacher and she was an artist for so many years. She loved to educate kids, but my mom never, all the time, over so many years that American Bandstand was on and all this stuff was going, my mom never mentioned it. Now, I know my mom mentioned she interviewed Rose Kennedy because my mom was writing for the paper at the College of Charleston here in Charleston, South Carolina. This is when College of Charleston was a lot smaller school, but she wrote paper for the high school. And one thing is the freshman year of college, they flew her up to Detroit and she interviewed Ford. And there's a picture of her sitting in an original Ford Thunderbird. They were coming off the assembly line before they even hit the dealerships, an original Ford Thunderbird. And this is a picture of my mom sitting right here in an original Ford Thunderbird. Now here's a real kicker. Remember I said American Bandstand? Dick Clark. You don't know who Dick Clark is? Look him up. That's Ryan Seacrest took his place and did all the New Year's Eves. He did the Rockin' New Year's, everything. Well, my mom interviewed Dick Clark. There's a weatherman stuff right there. Back here in Charleston when she was at College of Charleston. And that guy right there is a 50s pop star Bobby Rydell. He died a few years ago. And that's my mom obviously interviewing him. Never knew that. All the years my mom, this was on TV, but never said, well, I interviewed him when I was in college. My mom never said a word about it. Never. But I've got albums on the wall I've done and recorded on and produced. All of these albums right here, which is kind of cool. So we're working on it. I'm not done yet. Got the frames on the wall, but this album right here, I've contributed guitar and keyboards to. I don't know if you can read it, but it's Methods of Mayhem. That's Tommy Lee's second Methods of Mayhem record. Tommy Lee from Motley Crue. I recorded with him. Never stepped one foot in the studio, but I recorded with him. Pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to jump off and catch you guys on the next one.